right, man, let's talk about women that choose to divest from, and men that choose to divest from the black community, basically, who choose not to date black people no more. I mean, you got people who then, open up their relationships, open up their dating pool. That's not really divesting. It's potentially divesting, where they say, well, I'm going to date outside. I'm going to date black people, but also date people outside of the black community. I mean, some people just got to know it's kind of like an orphan that, hell bent on finding their parents. I mean, how can I tell them how to feel? It's just a mystery of knowing, So, if you ain't having success in the black community, then you just gonna, or even if you, have some success or positive things, maybe you just want to dabble and dibble out of it. To me, it don't matter. It's impossible the way it's set up to keep the black dollar in the black community. It's impossible the way it's set up for us to work together in unison and build communities and own things in America. So I definitely understand that the game is rigged. But my thing about people that choose to divest, because black men and women do it, black women get a worse rap for it because they don't know how to shut the hell up. All right, even if you see in the manosphere, you don't see a bunch of you have guys who tell you that you shouldn't date black women, but it's not at that high clip. But then again, the manosphere is still in its infancy stages compared to whatever females call their sphere. I mean, whatever they call their area, especially on TikTok where they tell it all, which is just let you know women just don't know how to shut up and keep no secret. But yeah, women, sitting here and bash dudes, bash black men. I mean, at the end of the day, and then a women that get on YouTube and say, well, men shouldn't generalize. We all generalize. So, you know what I'm saying? But it's the dudes that you mess with that ain't nothing. And if you like a certain caliber of guy, and a certain type of guy, and you getting the same results over and over again, then I believe you should try something different. Go ahead, go try somebody white, Indian, Arab, Chinese, Japanese, Mongolian, Russian. I mean, go do you. It doesn't affect me. But what's crazy about it is when you choose to divest, but then you sit here and you still bash black people. If you're a woman, you bashing black men. If you're a black man, you bashing black women. Look here, dude. If I'm done dating black women, then I mean, why am I even thinking about it? That's like somebody that ain't fully moved on from their ex. If I'm, fully removed from that situation, I'm good. I done healed up. I done bettered myself. I done proed up, or I'm in the process of doing that. I ain't worried about what was. In my mind, it never was. Like, I'm gonna forget that shit even happened, especially if it really went left. So I ain't even thinking about it no more. I'm over it. A lot of times, when you, dating again, or you kicking it with people again, and they ask you about your ex as a man, you supposed to just be like, it was cool. Some things went left, but I ain't salty about it. I'm good. Because you done healed and you ain't salty about it no more. Even from every negative experience, you can take something positive from it. You learn a lot about yourself. You learn what you want, what you don't want, what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate. So that's how you answer that. Like, it was great. Just it ran its course. I ain't salty about it. I'm fully moved on. Ain't gotta worry about it. Simple as that. So if you fully done with something, you ain't worried about it no more. You ain't harping about it. If you done with somebody, you ain't worried about what they posting on social media no more. You ain't worried about, what they going through, how happy they is, if they up, they down. You ain't praying on their downfall. If anything, you just wish them the best and you keep it moving. Or you don't care about nothing, you just tunnel vision. So my thing is, if you fully, done with dating black people in the black community, all right, man, let's just come on, let's focus on the other people that you date. Don't continue to bash people, and you divested from dating black people, and you continue to bash them. That let me know that you really want to be with a black person, or a black woman, or black man, depending on, whatever. But you can't. And then you got women that say, well, and dudes that say, well, I tried this caliber of black woman and it didn't work, or this caliber and it didn't work for me. or she still rejected me, or he didn't act right. I mean, then you gotta start checking your expectations. You gotta start looking at yourself. A lot of dudes, some dudes are attracted to women that's not no good for them. Certain women are attracted to dudes that ain't no good for them. And if that's what you're attracted to, I mean, will it be different if you date a white person? Will it be different if you date an Arab person? Will it be different if you date a Japanese person? I don't know. But we can't divest and then still be bashing our community. Go ahead and divest and go build over there. Not gonna look at you funny, not gonna judge you. Got one life to live. But when you divest and say, "Oh, I no longer don't date black men or black women," but then you dogging them out on the internet, all you doing is tearing the community up. I mean, what's left for the community, if there's anything left? That let me know that even though physically you with Chad, you still want to be with DeAndre. That's what you secretly desire. And for those who interracially date, or not even interracially date women like that, that's trying something new, you know when somebody, and women too, you know when somebody interested in you. If you always got to text first, and there's certain circumstances that go with that, there's exceptions, but you always got to text first. You always feel like you being a bugaboo. They don't make no time for you. They ain't interested. Because for somebody that you're interested with, you're gonna make time for them. Trust me. And a lot of people that divest, women in particular, they settle for something less anyway. They settle for something less. They really do. And they not satisfied with being with white zaddy. A lot of them do. But it's just that if you're going to take your ball and go to a different community, hey, man, okay, cool. Bye, that's what you're going to go do. That's what you're going to do. You got one life to live it. I ain't telling you, that you got to stick here and stick with your options just because, you black. No, it's a free country. Do what you want to do. But overall, I mean, you got to deal with the cultural shock that there's going to be. And a lot of guys that's dated, those, outside, or women that dated outside their race, it's a culture shock. But just don't sit there and cause more confusion and more turmoil in the community. And be real about your expectations about who you dating. Be real. We all know for black women, it's physical looks. That's what dominated. Am I attracted to you? Are you tall enough? Then everything else fall down the list. Way down the list. So, they could, you can't get mad at it. That's their preference. And you can make somebody, I wasn't going to speak on this, but I'll do a video on it. But you can make a woman that don't like you. It's very possible, and it happens. Not if she on the fence or not on the fence with you. It's a way to do so. And I'll do another video on that. It's a way to do so. I've done it before. I haven't intentionally done it, but I've done it before. Like women that really weren't interested, But it's a way to do it. But the divestors, man, I mean, just divest and enjoy what you got going on. But if you worry about, the guys that you dated with in the past, you worry about what's going on now and all that, bro, you don't want to be with that white person. You don't want to be with that other ethnic person that's outside of you don't want that. You don't want it. But you don't know what you want or what you need. It won't work for you until you get out there and you date. You get out there and meet people. You never know. You never know. You see, you get out there, You know, you might have a good time. A person that you may think, you know what I'm saying, that might be corny, might be cool as hell. They might just need your help in the style department. Ain't nobody gonna come already ready-made for you, bro. There's gonna be some tweaks and adjustments that need to be made. Real talk. Real talk. So, if you gonna divest, go ahead and divest, bro. Ain't nobody mad at these people for going to interracially date and interracially marry. If that's what make you happy, cool. But don't sit here and bash other black men and black women, you know, in the community and try to. And basically, what they trying to do is encourage other people not to date black people. That's what it is, because you had a bad experience. But a lot of these women, they bring those character traits out of a man. You'll be surprised. I say this too. You'll be surprised. You can be with somebody and they can bring the worst out of you. Because I've been in this situation. They bring the worst out of you. And then you can get with somebody else and, you know, all they do is bring the best out of you. The whole relationship is therapeutic. The whole relationship is beautiful. Not saying you don't have your downs, but it's beautiful. Even when y'all angry at each other, y'all ain't even mad for real. Y'all sit and y'all talk it out, and then, you know, it might be a little short period where y'all mad at each other, but it ain't nothing as toxic or as evil as the last relationship. You got some people that just do nothing but bring the worst out of you. And sometimes, if it is it intentional, absolutely. Sometimes is it not intentional, y'all just don't mesh, absolutely. That's why you gotta make sure you have stuff in common with people. Y'all don't have to have 100 out of 100 in common, but y'all gotta have 25% of 100 of stuff y'all got in common. At least 25%. There's things y'all like to do when I say in common. You know, you might be an introvert. She might be out. You know, out. I don't know what they call it. He might be outgoing. That's a balance. When you down, you a Debbie Downer today, she could pick you up. Or she down today, you pick her up. But, you know, y'all got to have a connection, bro. Y'all got to have a connection. When y'all link up, it's beautiful. It's smooth. It flow. Even when y'all disagree on something, it's, you know, it's cool. Not somebody you can't stand. You don't want to come home. You hate it. You can't look at them. It's crazy. So a lot of women got unrealistic expectations for men. That's crazy. And a lot of men don't even really have unrealistic expectations for women, though. That's the crazy thing about it. But that's a different story. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. Let me know what's in the comment section. Peace.